Good afternoon to everyone. Well, good morning, correction. It's 10:24 a.m. The reason why I'm making this video today in particular is I want to address this issue to Mayor Eric Adams from the New York City Mayor's office. For the past 4 years, I have been subjected to ACS intervention at the request of ACS due to past substance usage. The usage in question was in respect to marijuana. In 2019, the case was, 2018 of November 26th, the case was made known to ACS. My wife, who is a special needs disabled person, had an issue with substance usage in the past with respect to the first child that she had. The reason why I'm giving this background information to you, in particular Mayor Eric Adams, is because I firmly believe you have the ability and the power to do something, to do what is right. I'm asking you to do what is right by my family. Mayor Eric Adams, I'm not perfect. I served 2 years in the United States Army National Guard, on and off. 1 year into the United States Army National Guard. I was honorably discharged. I was administratively separated due to injury reasons. Mayor Eric Adams, I've had ups and downs in my life. I'm not perfect, but I've made drastic improvements. I'm trying to become the person I need to be, not the person I want to be. But it doesn't help that my kids are being subjected to a political pawn game of what I say goes with respect to the New York City Administration for Children's Services. As you're well aware, Mayor de Blasio created this task force with the mayor's office. With respect, the task force is named the Mayor's Office Task Force on Child Development and Child Welfare. One of the doctors who is involved in that program and who chairs that program with a few other city officials in coordination with the Health Department, New York City Health Hospitals Corporation, with respect to child abuse. My daughter Hope is a special needs child who's highly vulnerable. She's receiving every service known in the book with respect to everything that's going on. She is currently using these services. Mr. Eric Adams, we have homemaking who is here 6 hours a day in the afternoons, monitoring my family and assisting us 2 hours in the morning currently. The preventive programs have been vital and integral to my family's rehabilitation. ACS is not allowing us to do so because they fear that when this case is over, there's no financial incentive to continue. With respect to everything, I'm going to mention a few parties that have been involved personally, and I have knowledge of everything. I have documentation to support all my claims. I am being harassed, discriminated, and even threatened by ACS. Mayor Eric Adams, Officers Dinsmore and Officers Matias from the 40th Precinct on Friday came to the home with me with Sakinia Switzer, CPS, from the Bronx Safe Horizons. Another CPS worker who has prior history with this family, who has had bias since day one, and out for it with my wife because of her past substance usage, which my wife, with respect to everything, is currently in services. She is compliant. She has not given issues. There are concerns that are so minuscule, yet we're still being nitpicked on. Mayor Eric Adams, our case was dismissed on March 28, 2023. ACS FSU worker Chantel Gaines forwarded a copy of the report to me and stated, "Best of luck on your family and continue to do what you've been doing. You've been reporting every injury that I've seen thus far, and we are commending you for that." My daughter was recently injured when she went to the hospital and urgent care, which we have past history with because of bruising and because my daughter is a special needs child who, when she was in foster care, needed 3 transfusions. Because I don't know what happened. The Jacoby medical professionals refused to provide that information to me because I was not the guardian. Even though I'm the biological father, inherently with rights, the court didn't terminate those rights. I was requested to do services. I just want you to see a look around my house, how clean it is currently. There are concerns that laundry isn't been done adequately or whatever, that the home isn't being kept to standard. Now, I understand cleanliness is of vital importance to the environment for the children. That's conducive. But with respect to everything, Mayor Eric Adams, I'm a father trying his best to provide for his children and to make sure that they have the best quality of life. And I am not an abuser. The Bronx Family Court has adjudicated this many times. All claims from the court have been unfounded. Honorable Peter J. Pasadomo has determined this over the course of 4 to 6 different instances between the years of 2021 to the year now to date. Mayor Eric Adams, I am begging you to speak to your commissioner, and I ask the following. I ask that you look into an investigation into the following parties for their corruptness and for their attempts to defraud the United States government for defrauding programs that are vitally necessary to my family. The information I have can support all these claims, Mayor Eric Adams. I need your help. I need you to help me reunite and fight with my family. But mostly, I need you to send a clear message to ACS. ACS is not above the law, and they do not get away with violating people's constitutional rights. My daughters were illegally removed from me and returned to me yesterday. Yesterday at about 5:40, my children were returned to me. My daughter Sophia, who is a well child, received an injury while in the care of ACS. And this is not the first time I can support this claim either. With respect to my daughter Hope, she had a prior injury that she had obtained in home while running and freaking out because she did not want to eat. With respect to everything, we were cleared by the Bronx SVU team. They found no wrongdoing, and their investigations was referred over to ACS because it's now a civil matter. When I explained to the officer and the detective in place, Officer Perez and the other detective, I had explained to them this was a prior matter that had been adjudicated. Thus, therefore, the courts have already determined that the claim of child abuse because a special needs child who is injury prone and who has an IEP plan with the Department of Education, along with certification documents from medical professionals and healthcare providers that states that she is unable to coordinate her functions, her fine motor skills. And that is attributed to being a pregnant, early pregnant child who was born at 26 weeks and 6 days. My daughter was born at 1:04 a.m. in the morning. I attended Lincoln. Lincoln has been the worst hospital to date to be able to provide medical care. The Lincoln Social Services Department, for some reason, I don't know what it is, but every time the kids are brought for an injury, the first allegation is abuse because of prior history. Mayor Eric Adams, I'm begging you, I'm imploring you. I know you have a sense of honor. I know you have a sense of integrity. I'm imploring you to help my family out, but I'm also imploring you to send a clear message to these individuals. If you need any and all documents, I can provide and support those claims. Please reach out to me. I'm begging you. I'm begging you. I need help to protect my family. This is the one thing I have left. You're only worth what you're fighting for. And my kid's worth everything to me, Mayor Eric Adams. Might not have been good as a man in most areas of my life previously. And I accept fault. And every time there's a disagreement, I accept criticism without fault. However, it does not give them the right to bully, to intimidate, to harass, and furthermore, to endanger and subject my children to this cruel and unusual punishment. Please, I'm asking you to crack down on these ACS workers. This is ridiculous. I know you're well aware with Chaplain Liliana Maria. She's been a personal friend of my family. She can attest to all these claims. Please, Mayor Eric Adams, I don't know what else to do right now. But the only thing that I can do is reach out to someone who has some sort of legal authority to exercise over these individuals and to put a clear check and to set a clear example. If you need anything with me, please reach me at my number, 646-769-0494. And I say this, Mayor Adam, with a sense of urgency and a sense of dedication. I fear for the safety of my children and myself with respect to ACS. Please, if you get this message, please reach out to me.